Hello and welcome back again. This is Chesty Puller with a new video on one of the metal bases. This is one of the level 5 metal bases. This one you can do relatively quickly, and it has a decent payout. I believe the payout is 200 million. And I clear most of this base with envoys, and then I just bring in my Nova platoon to clean up. And having a little bit of problem here with this one because I've got some lag, and since they've done the update, I have a lot of problems with disconnects and everything, so I'm trying to go a little slow. But you'll notice that I'm trying to have a little bit of problems controlling my envoys. Normally, I've done a couple of these and I don't get any damage on my envoys, but right there at the very beginning, I got a little bit of damage. And you also have to remember where you deploy is going to have an effect on things. You have to be careful here. You can't deploy ground from certain sides because you'll be deploying pretty much right in the midst of a Vindicator. There's a Vindicator on each end, and also there's a rocket silo. If that rocket silo happens to shoot your ground platoons, they'll move in and try to attack the rocket silo, but they'll end up taking a lot of damage. What you want to do is try to clear out all of the distractions here, all of the exterior turrets, and there's the heavy turrets on the sides here. And so what you want to do is use your envoys and just be careful. But you can take these heavy flaks out without getting into the range of the heavy flak. I had to retreat there because those hornets came out. Be careful of those hornets. They'll do a lot of damage to your air. You're okay to redeploy as soon as the hornets go back into the silo. But if you redeploy again before they are actually in the silo, they'll come right out after you again. They have a aggressive attack, and it doesn't matter where you are on the map. If they come out, even if ground gets in the area of the drone silo, the Hornets will deploy and go after any air, even if the air is on the very edge of the map. I was trying to get clever there and catch that buggy. So now I can go ahead and take care of the heavy flak. And I should, from this range, be able to get to that Overwatch. Yes, I was able to get to it. The Overwatch is going to be one of the things you want to get rid of. I'm going to go after that I can't remember what it's called, the anti-air tank right there, but um, it's not necessary. I didn't need to do this. There was no need for me to get in there. I was just I like to take those out with my air. The problem with these is that instead of sitting there, they come out after you, and that is prevents you from killing them with one shot. Some of the ones that sit there for a second, you can kill with one shot because that's not an elite. Tempest, I think they're called. but they don't have the range that the Envoy has, so the Envoy can get to them. Now these special nightmares, I really don't like them. They have a massive. I think their range is 1,000. I really don't like those special nightmares because they have a pretty good attack power, and their range is so far that they can actually, if you're not careful, if you don't move out of the way, those can actually do a little bit of damage to you. I went in here a little bit farther than I had to. I really didn't need to go that far in on that side. I was just trying to see how far I could actually get in with just air. I was trying to maybe not bring my ground in, but I will have to bring my ground in. These pop-ups keep happening. I must have some kind of a virus. My pop-ups are all blocked, and they keep happening. But what I do here is I just clear out the outskirts of the base and then come in with my Nova platoon. And here again, I want to take out the two heavy turrets in the middle there, the Overwatch and the heavy flak. Now on each corner there's also another heavy flak, and you can get to that without it shooting at you. And you take out the tower at the same time. Since the update, this thing has been so unstable. Really a lot of disconnects, probably 13 or 14 disconnects. If you do anything before that red light goes out up there on the autosave, I've noticed that you get disconnected. So you really got to wait for that thing. And if you wait till right after it turns off, you get disconnected. So I wait just like a fraction of a second past the time that the red autosave light is on. I don't know what it is. I mean, I always waited anyway, but if now the entire system is um, very, very unstable. Kixeye is wrecked this game. These metal and oils, I'm kind of glad for me personally, because it just makes it's so boring to do those 60s over and over again, and with the 60s, even with the master loot, I was only getting about 200 and something thousand. This will add a little bit more interest to it, but I know that for some of the lower levels, these are going to be a challenge. I can already guarantee a lot of people are going to take a lot of damage on these bases. The 7, it does pay 800,000, but the 7 is pretty challenging. The thing that I use on the 7s, you'll see it in the video there, but the escorts are basically the key there. You've got too many heavy turrets right next to each other and a lot of defensive units. So now it's pretty well cleared out, and I should be able to bring in my ground. I did make a slight mistake. It didn't cost me anything, but that I really should have just brought the Nova in at first, just to take out that Nightmare, and then I would have been okay. But I did take a little bit of hit from that Nightmare, and if I had just brought the Nova in, I would have been able to take care of both that aircraft as well as the Nightmare. The rest of the base is nothing can really come out and get me. I was actually surprised the Grenadier actually came over and had the range. I didn't think he had the range to get to anything within my aura, but I must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, because he was able to come in and get a shot off on me. But like I said, it was free repair. It didn't cost me anything. And my ops were full, but those fives do usually hand out something nice as far as ops. It's almost always going to be a rare op, I believe. And there's a chance on some of these to get the Hand of Malachi, which is the Juggernaut op, or there's the new Tech op, Technical Slide. Well, I hope that's helpful. Check out the video on the 6s and the 7s. Hope this was helpful.